Hi, my name is David Shapiro. I'm a San Diego-based criminal defense to do when charged with child abuse. Child abuse in California is generally prosecuted under Penal Code Section 273, and then there's small a, b, all those types of fancy letters after it. But generally speaking, child abuse can be prosecuted as, you spanked your child, or it could be all the way to cases alleged, what's infamously referred to as shaken baby syndrome, or instances of child abuse can lead to death. On the high end of it, I've represented people charged with allegations of hurting their child under the shaken baby, triad of symptoms, and you wind up in a situation where you, as the accused, brings your child to the hospital, with goodwill, good intentions, whether you're responsible for the injuries or not. And the next thing you know, you're speaking to doctors, and the next thing you know, you're speaking to Child Protective Services investigators, and next thing you know, you're speaking to detectives from the police department. You shouldn't be speaking to detectives from the police department. And if you don't like the tone or the direction of the CPS investigation, you should definitely get yourself an attorney, whether you're responsible for these injuries or not. But child abuse in and of itself, if convicted of it, at the very least, if granted probation, requires 1 year of parental counseling. That's something a lot of times I advise my clients to do proactively, as far as getting that done or starting those classes, give me more stuff to negotiate a favorable outcome if that's in their best interest. On the more serious ends of it, child abuse in general carries significant penalties. You can get up to 6 years in state prison just for a felony child abuse case. That's not including great bodily injury enhancements. If those enhancements are alleged and proven, you can basically double your sentence. And if great bodily injury is imposed on an infant or a newborn or a child under a year at least, you could be facing up to 12 years at 85% at state prison. So, less is more when discussing with law enforcement, certainly when discussing with Child Protective Services, these types of cases. If you feel you're under investigation, or even if you think you might one day be, be proactive, hire yourself a good attorney, and, because you want to balance protecting your child and giving the medical team all the information they need to help your child, but you also don't want to turn the investigation to focus on you, whether it's justified or not. So that's why you definitely want to speak to an attorney when under investigation or when you believe anyone out there believes that you might be responsible for child abuse.